Hello and welcome to the Slack tutorial. Today we'll be discussing what is Slack and how to use Slack. So first, what is Slack? Slack is a place where you can team up and collaborate on projects, even though that you're not in the same building or even in the same country. It's an awesome place to add your friends, to stay in touch. It's also a great place to work in a classroom so that all your files are in one place, and it's a great team communication software. It has many add-ons and many things that you can use in order to amplify the Slack power. And the wonderful thing is that everything can be organized within channels. It even has its own search, and also it has fully functioning integrations, and it's very secure. So today, what we will do is we will set up a Slack account. Now, the way we do this is by typing in our email. Once you type in your email, you can press the Get Started. So now it's time to start with a workspace. So I'm going to create a workspace. The workspace is where you'll be able to add on people and communicate. So right now, it sent me an email to this system with a confirmation code. Okay, and as you can see, here is the Slack confirmation code. So what I like to do is you can copy it by either pressing Ctrl+C, or if you're on a Mac, you can press Command+C. Another option is right-clicking and pressing the copy. So now that we're here, all we have to do is paste it. And as you can see, now it's time to give some basic information. Now, if you are under the age of 13, make sure that you have your parent to confirm the next step, and make sure that you use your parent's email. If you are over 13, then you can use your own email, and make sure that you use a username here at the full name. Now, a display name is a shorter version of the name, or also known as a other secondary username. And now what I will do is I will continue to my password. Make sure that your password is a safe password, and it should be at least 6 characters long. And the password cannot be anything like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or A, B, C, D, E, F. So make sure that you check how strong your password is. Now, it's going to ask you for some basic information. The basic information is what will you be using Slack for? Now, you can use it either for work, school, or even as a shared interest group or other. Then you can select how big is your group. Now this will not determine how many users you can have on your platform. Instead, they would just want to get some basic information from you. So now it's going to ask you for a group name. You can use this to be able to identify what Slacks you are in, and also people will be able to see this when they log into their Slack account and when they get emails from Slack. So make sure that you name it well. Also, you can change your Slack workspace user later. So now it's going to ask you for a URL. For this, I would recommend to keep it short, like. As you can see, it's already taken, so I have to find a different one. So I clicked on a suggested one called ZeduGroup.slack.com. Make sure that you review the terms and conditions, and make sure once you have read them and you have agreed to them by pressing the I agree button. Now here you can invite other people to your group, for example, your friends, and also some teachers or parents or anything like that. If you would like to add more invitations, you can press the Add Another Invitation button. And each time when you press it, you can add more and more fields to import more emails. Once you press the Send Invitations, you will automatically set up your server. What I do recommend doing is taking the Slack tutorial. You can press the Let's Go button to get more information. So it's a couple of different steps and a couple of different categories. For example, here on the left side of the screen, as you can see, we have this area. Here you can add apps and integrations to the system. You can invite people. You can also have direct messages. Direct messages are useful when you want to message somebody without anybody else seeing it. and also having the channels. Channels are great to keep all your projects and folders organized, so you don't have to spend hours and hours searching for different type of things. So first, what we will do is I will teach you how to send a message and how to upload files. As you can see, Slack automatically generates me two channels. The first one is the general, and the second one is random. So first, let's go to the general. Here is down here at the bottom of the screen. As you can see, there is there's a plus sign, there is a message area, and then there is an @ and an emoji. So another thing that is important to be aware of is that you can see that admin joined #general. For each user that joins the platform, they will be messaged here, and each user that joins a specific channel, you'll be able to see this little message with their username. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type out a little message like, hey. In order to send this message, I will have to press the enter. As you can see, it has sent out the message. Now, let's say that I wanted to add some emojis. Now, what I can do is I can either scroll down or I can type in. And also, if I would like, I can search and add other files by clicking here, and then there's multiple options. I can either publish a post, add some code or text snippet, or add a file from your computer. Now, when I'm about to upload a message, I can add a message about this file, and I can share with general, random, or from here, I can also message some other people. But for now, I'm just going to leave it under general and press the upload button. As you can see, it's currently processing the file, and it has appeared. So, let's go to the next part. The next part is on how you can create multiple channels. Now, channels are really important as they do allow you to be able to go through and organize different projects so that you don't have to spend hours and hours searching. So, if I would like to create a new channel, I can press the little plus sign, create a channel, and I will have to give it a name. I can give it a purpose, but this is optional. A purpose is just for other people to be able to know what is the purpose of this channel and also what they can and cannot do. I can also invite specific people to come to this platform. I can choose if I want it to be public or private. Note, you can change this settings later on. But for now, I'm just going to leave it public and press the Create Channel button. As you can see, it automatically throws me over here. Here's where I can see everything, and all I have to do is press Got it. Now, let's say that we want to change a couple of things here. For example, I would like to set a purpose, or add an app, or invite others to this channel. Before we do any of that, first let's talk about settings. The way you can find settings is by going up here where it says #design, and if you go to the right-hand side, where's the little icon, and right beside it is the settings icon. If you press that, here you can see all these different options like jump to date, invite new members to join, view channel details, and additional options, notification preferences, or mute #design, add an app, or leave #design. So, what are these options? Jump to date is where you can jump to specific times when the channel was set up or what messages are being sent at that time. You can invite new members to join this channel automatically, and also just to view channel details, add additional options. Additional options, we'll get into that a little bit later, but that's where you can actually change some of the settings of privacy and other options. Then we have notification preferences. We can also mute the channel, so I do not want to receive any more notifications from here. And also I can add an app or leave #design. But first, let's go to step 1. And step 1 is going to be to the additional options. Here I can archive the channel. If you don't think that anybody is using this and you want to clean it up or archive it, the channel can be unarchived later, but everyone will see it as it has been removed. So this is wonderful if you want to just archive the channel because you're not using it anymore, but you still want to keep all of your files and things like that. I do highly recommend this when you are leaving a channel or when you decide to close down certain channels. Then you can change it to a private channel. So now that more information has become more private, you can automatically just click here and click to change to private. But however, I still want to keep this public, so I'm gonna hit the cancel. Then I can rename the channel. So it looks like the channel has now been renamed because other people started using it for other reasons. So just to keep it organized, we can rename the channel. We can also set the channel purpose or delete this channel, and all messages will be removed and this cannot be undone. So please do think wisely about taking this option. Now, here we can also set the purpose. We can add an app and invite others. We can set a purpose here by typing in something. As you can see, it automatically sends a message to everyone in the channel saying, set the channel purpose, and it's been put the little thing that I typed in. Now, another thing that we have to understand are basic controls of users. Now, another thing where we can find basic controls of users is by clicking here on ZeduHow Plus Community. And as you can see here, we can set our status. We can click on Profile and Account. We can click on Preferences, set yourself to Away, Help and Feedback. And then we have Administration. We have Invite People, Customize Slack, Analytics, and See Paid Plans. For example, if you think that this has become more serious, you can actually upgrade to more packages with a lot more cooler features. But first, let's focus on our account. As you can see, I have this little icon here. Let's have a click on it. Automatically, when you click on the user, their profile picture, their profile will pop up here. So for example, I can zoom in on the profile picture. I can zoom out by pressing the profile picture. However, I don't really like this, so I'm gonna edit it. I can press the Edit Profile button and click Change. So as you can see, it starts to upload it. Make sure you choose what area you want it to be in your profile picture. You can always change your profile picture. So now it's currently saving. Okay, here we can add some other type of information. For example, what I do, or a phone number, and also if I have any other profiles. But for now, I'm just gonna press the Save Changes to save up my new profile picture. And as you can see, it automatically updates all my messages with my brand new profile picture. So let's talk about administration and other things. But for that, you're gonna have to join me in the next video.